Hey, welcome to the Your Pretty Pennies YouTube channel. I'm Taryn Jones, financial success coach and lifestyle designer. And here on this channel and in this YPP community, we are manifesting our best lives in areas of our faith, our finances, and financial freedom, in our families, and in our femininity. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, welcome. First of all, welcome. Hey girl, how you doing? Let me know in the comments, how are you doing? And make sure that you hit the like button if you like this video, if this video was helpful for you, and to consider subscribing. If you are a return person and you have been holding me down since day one, hey girl, hey, thank you so much. Make sure you share this video with other people so not only are you getting all the good tea, they can too, right? So let's jump right into this video. I want to talk about my weekly schedule, kind of share with you my weekly schedule and share with you my tips on how to balance life as a mom with both work and home life. For me, I am extremely passionate about having a family, having a large family someday. I am engaged and I will have 2 more children once we are married. So we'll have a total of 3 children together. And so my schedule will change obviously a little bit, especially with after school activities and extracurriculars and things like that. But I am just a stickler for my schedules and my routines. Now, as I say that, I am on the personality or tendency test. I am more of a rebel or a free spirit, which means on a day-to-day basis, I do need to be able and have the flexibility to switch things up. But for the most part, for most days, in most times of the days, I calendar block and I block schedule, and I know exactly what I need to do, and all the moving pieces are laid out on my schedule to where I can make sure I'm hitting everything. All right, so I'm going to hold up my schedule right now. This is my schedule for Q4, or between October through December of 2019. Now, I change my schedule and kind of revamp it and revise it about every 3 months, because not only does business change and change with the seasons for my business, as I told you, I'm an entrepreneur and also a full-time mom, but also my daughter's extracurricular activities change. My fiance's schedule might change, so where we have to do date nights on different days, or we have to kind of sneak in date days versus date nights. Like, for example, right now he works into the evenings, even on the weekends sometimes, and so Wednesdays is his off day, so we have to schedule time together when the kids are at school. So basically every 3 months I create this schedule, and so I have this free printable linked in the description box below. So click that link. You don't need to sign up, you don't need to put in your email or anything. You click the link, it'll already come up, and it is a Word document, which means if you want to add Saturdays and Sundays to this, kind of move everything around and add Saturdays and Sundays, maybe even type this out versus writing it out. I'm a writer, so I like to do pen to paper. I like to color and color coordinate things and make it all fun and cute to look at. So that's just me, but I made it into a Word document instead of a PDF document, so you can customize it as you see fit, because you already know as moms, we need things to work for us or we're not going to use it. It needs to work for us to the T. Otherwise it's like, nope, to heck with this, don't want it. So make sure that you click that link below, grab you a copy, and work with me, walk with me through this, and then create your own. All right, step number 1 is to make a list of all your daily roles, duties, routines, and obligations. So before you start filling this in, the first step is to download this, right? Print it off, or either keep it on your computer, download it, and if you're going to type it in, wait until you start to make your list to start typing things in. I want you to write down everything that's on your list of duties that you need to do on a daily or weekly basis, okay? So write down everything that you're obligated to do, right? What are your working hours? What hours, do you need to spend time with extended family, with your kids? Write down everything, right? And then you're going to print off this list. Now, what I would suggest is I would print this off, whether you're going to end up typing it up to make it look pretty and then filling in the colors on the Word document, or if you're going to do like me where you're doing it all by hand, I would just print this off and start erasing and writing things in. As you can see, this is very like sketchy, which means I didn't erase stuff. It's like a puzzle, right? You're putting the pieces in place on what and making things fit to where in your week you get all the main things done. All right, and so basically I fill in the big things first. So the first things that I filled in was getting dressed for the day, my morning routine. So every morning between 6 and 8 p.m., I'll always do my morning routine. And my morning routine is what? Working out, unloading the dishwasher, making my bed, and praying. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't like a super rigorous morning routine. Anything extra is too much. And I work out for about 30 to 45 minutes at home. I don't leave and go anywhere. Like, as a mom, I feel like you kind of have to pick and choose where you spend your energy. And so my energy is best spent with my children and in my business right now, and with my family / fiance, children, and in my business. Those are the two main things. So everything else is kind of like I do it in excellence, but I do it quickly, and I do it I don't spend too much energy and time on it. All right. And so for me, working out 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, I'm not spending a bunch of time at the gym. Like, that's just not my ministry. I just do not care to be looking like somebody's bodybuilder. That's just not my ministry, so then you don't even need to go there. All right. Next thing I do is I dress for the day. All right. And so then I just put that on the list. You got to get dressed every day. You got to go to work every day. Throw in your work hours on there. For those of you who work at home, or work at home moms, or stay at home moms who work from home, or entrepreneurs, put that on your list. What are your working hours? You should always be able to declare, from this time to this time every day I work on my business stuff, right? And then I want you to put your family time on there. If you don't have designated times for family, this is a great time to start. For you, for example, if your kids go to school between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m., a great time for family time is when they get out of school until about dinner time. That can be a block of time to where you have a good time for family time. That can include homework and maybe a board game, or maybe kind of reading with each other instead of waiting later at night when you're already tired to read. Like, that can include going out to skating with your kids, or it could be playing outside at the park. Whatever that looks like, have a block of time before you have to work on dinner, and just spend time with them. And then you do dinner. I write down dinner. That was one of the first things I wrote in. And then after dinner, what are you doing? For most of the time, for us, we are leaving the house after dinner. For Tuesdays and Wednesdays, we are going to either one of our Bible studies, or on Fridays, I'm going to my Hills class. So my daughter is with my mom, and I'm with my mom and my sister. Mondays and Thursdays, we are at home for another block of family time. And again, that family time could be a movie night once a week. That family time could be going to get your nails done together. That family time could be making a craft together. Just being super intentional about family time and putting it on the calendar. All right. And then designate a time when you're going to go grocery shopping. Everybody has to go grocery shopping. Stop haphazardly grocery shopping whenever you feel like it, or whenever you think you're going to have the energy, because oftentimes you don't. Every Thursday between 9 and 12, I go grocery shopping, and then I come home and I put the groceries away and I start making snacks for the week. I don't meal plan that day. My meal planning happens on Sundays, but I grocery shop and I kind of make snacks because it's very easy for me to just bag up snacks and put them in baggies and portion control and all that good stuff. Right after I come back from the grocery store. So every day of the same time each week, I know when I'm going grocery shopping. All right. Again, this is for Monday and Friday for me, but for you, this could be from Sunday to Saturday, to where on Saturdays, maybe your grocery shopping needs to happen, or Sundays, maybe right after church, you need to block out time for church and then block out time for grocery shopping. For me, Saturdays and Sundays are very free-flowing. Saturdays are considered family day around where I'm from, and so if I want to sleep in, I get to sleep in. If I want to clean all day, I clean all day. I really don't schedule out my Saturdays because I'm so rigorous on a schedule Monday through Friday that I like the ability to free flow my Saturday. And then on Sundays, it's always the same. I go to church, I come home, I take a long nap, I get up, I cook dinner, and I prepare for the week. So I really don't have to write that out because it's such a routine for me. But you might need to, again, which is why I made this very customizable, so you can add a Saturday and Sunday column to kind of block schedule your Saturday and Sunday as well. All right. And so then once you kind of sketch in, you might start erasing and then moving things around and plug things in your work schedule. When you're going to get dressed, when you're going to wake up and work out, when are you going to work out in the weekend, on the weeknights or weekends if you need to work out then, when do you go to Bible study, when do you go to church, when you're going to spend time with your kids, all that good stuff. I want you to finalize it and then color code it. So when you look at it, write the vision, make it plain so he who sees it can run with it, right? So then you can look at it from a distance and say, okay, it's Wednesday at 6 o'clock. I already know what I got to do. I'm not haphazardly moving throughout the week thinking, okay, what should I be doing right now? And then thinking that I'm going to get everything that I desire to get done, right? Without a plan, without this planning schedule, and without taking time to plan what your day and your week is going to look like, you're leaving it up to your feelings and your emotions to dictate how you're going to get through your week. And then that is how you get through your week and you realize you haven't grocery shopped, you haven't meal planned or meal prepped, you haven't even, been to church on time or getting to church on time because you double booked yourself, right? This is going to help you to stop double booking, to stop slacking on your goals, to make sure you get dressed every day and look cute, have enough time for self-care, right? Write in those self-care times and dates. Make sure that is so key. Making sure you get enough sleep. You see that blackout? By 10 p.m. every night, I need to be in bed, whether I'm tired or not. This schedule is telling me, sis, this is how you're going to run your week. This is to make sure everything you say you want to get done, everything you say you want to do, you are doing. All right. And so moms, this is key. Even if you're not a mom, even if you're just a wife, or even if you're single right now and a woman, this is so good to start getting used to, because one day you're going to become a wife and you're going to become a mom, and you're going to have to kind of learn how to put pieces together and make everybody's schedule flow together. Now, as you can see, none of this stuff reflects what Taryn is doing. Taryn has her own schedule, and then we have our own family calendar, and I can share that in a different video, the family command center calendar, where everybody's calendar is based on my calendar is based on everybody else's calendar. So for example, how I knew to put QT time with Darren, which is my fiance, is because I know he's off on Wednesdays, and so he's not off on Saturdays anymore, and Sundays we go to church and we kind of got to get ready for the week, so there's no time to really hang out with just him and I, and so Wednesdays are our time together, right? And how I know, that I'm getting enough time for myself, I color coordinate everything, right? Start color coordinating it. So all the purple that you see, that's me time. That's mommy time by herself. And I do this based on when Taryn gets up and when she doesn't, and also when she's at school and when she's at home, right? And based on her bedtime. So these colors, this first line, Taryn is not out of bed yet. Or if she is out of bed, I'm pretty much done or can do these things while she's getting ready. And then this line, which is getting dressed for the day, that's after she starts walking to school. She's off to school by then, and then I take my time to do my hair, my makeup, my skincare routine, my shower, turn on the candles, turn on the music, and I take time for myself before I even start working for the day. I have my me time. Right? Before my daughter got up for school, I already worked out and I already made my bed. Taryn goes to bed between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. My self-care is between the hours of 9 and 10, where I take my bubble bath, where I exfoliate, where I make sure I do my facial, my weekly facial. All those different things that I love to do, I make sure that it's done when my kids are in bed, or my kid is in bed, soon to be kids, right? During my lunch hour, you see there's purple there. That's when I do my Bible study. Again, when I'm just waking up, it's not the optimal time for me to do Bible study or devotionals. When I go to bed, right before I go to bed, is not the optimal time for when I do Bible study or devotionals. For me, it's lunch hour. It is in the midday. that is the perfect time for me to dig into my word, right? I might pray, I might do praise and worship up here, pray and praise and worship here, but getting into my daily Bible study, my daily devotionals, growing deeper in the word of God happens during my lunch hour. If I didn't create a schedule for that, it would not happen, right? And so work schedule. In order to make sure you're not working too much and you have that balance, color coordinate the hours of your day when you work. If you notice that, let's say your work schedule is in red, that you have so much red on your calendar and not a lot of purple or blue. This is my family time. Blue is family time. Green is when I eat. So we eat dinner, eat lunch. If you notice that one color is dominating over the other, for example, your work schedule, sis, you're going to have to adjust that, because you're not going to be able to fill in any other areas of your life. You're not going to be able to address or pay attention to any other areas, and that's important. You and your children are just as important as your work schedule, and I'm going to create another video on that. I just have so much content to create and so many things to share with you ladies, because I'm so excited how I went from this being almost completely red, working at Amway, which is a local major manufacturing company, and I used to work in corporate at that business where I used to work dang near from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. I barely had time to see my daughter. My daughter went to before school care, then she went to school all day, and then she went to after school care. I picked her up. She had to be in bed by 8:30 in order to do it all over again. So that gave me a solid 2.5 to 3 hours a day to spend with her. Now I get this time to spend with her, which I'm also alongside, I'm doing my workouts and everything. I get this time to spend with her, and I get this time to spend with her. You know what I'm saying? And so you can see that some of these are like 6 to 9 p.m. So from 6 to 9 p.m. we are together. From 4 to 5:30 before we eat dinner, we are together. From 6 to 8 p.m. before she goes to school, we are spending quality time together. Before I start doing this and I start seeing the colors and how my time is being spent, I used to spend so much time at work, no time for myself, no time on self-care, no time with quality time with my children. I barely even had time to eat every day. So if that's how you feel and that's how you look, this situation, this setup is going to be so important for you. All right? So I want you to take a moment, take some time today or tomorrow, whenever you're watching this. Number one, write down, before you print this off, before you start working on this and start creating your rough draft and then your final draft. Number one, I want you to write down everything that you have to get done or you desire to get done in a day and in your week. So if that's working out, if that's hanging out with your parents, if that's spending quality time with your children or with your dog, or dog walking your dog, or, work schedule, when you're going to eat lunch, when you're going to eat dinner, right? When you're going to work out, when are you going to clean? For me, cleaning happens on the weekend, but we also tidy. Like my house, the way I run my house, I don't have to clean all day on a Saturday, because I've trained my daughter and myself to clean as we go. We clean up what we mess up. And so if I have to disinfect, I disinfect as I go on different days. So like the bathroom might get disinfected on a Saturday morning or Thursday morning or Tuesday morning, whenever I feel like it. But I don't necessarily have to schedule a block of time for cleaning my house, because my house does not get messy. It just doesn't. My daughter is 10, I'm 30. We know how to clean up after ourselves, right? And so we'll talk more about that and how to get your kids and your husband on board to creating a lifestyle that you desire, right? But anyway, create this. Second step, sketch out your weekly schedule. Play around with it, right? Think about who's going to be at home, who's not, when you got to do drop-offs and pickups, and start sketching things in. And the third step is finalize and color code, because once you color code, that is when you will see, okay, I'm spending way too much time working in my business and not enough time hanging out with my kids, or I'm spending way too much time hanging out with my kids and being unproductive, when some of that time could be going towards working on my business, could be going towards working on my dreams or goals. I don't have enough time where I work out, or my morning routine, I don't have enough time for myself. There's not enough purple on my list, right? You need to make sure that you're color coding so that you can see how you're managing your time, how you're spreading out your time, so that you can balance your work life, which is like, it could be your business or your career, and your home life, your family life seamlessly. All right. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you have not, and give it a like if this was helpful. And also, I have a fun question for you. Let me know which day of the week you go grocery shopping. I'm always so curious about when moms and when women go grocery shopping. Do you go during the week or do you go on the weekends? I hate going on the weekends, like with a passion. It is too busy. Or do you order your groceries? Do you order your groceries and get them sent to your home? Or do you grocery shop during the week? Or do you grocery shop on the weekends? Because I hate going on the weekends. I go during the week, during the day where there's nobody there, so I'm in and out. All right. Thank you so much for watching, sis. Talk to you in my next video. Create your list and make sure you color code it. Don't just stop at creating your weekly schedule. Color code it. Balance out your life. And I will talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.